Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go from Soldier Field. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Throwing to start. Here's Dart. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes third down. Slayton is the man in motion. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On third down, they'll run with Tracy.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll go, and here's Dart. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see.
And he's into the end zone. What a start. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Finding room across midfield. And he will score. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, Giants.
That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Giants will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver.
Corey Taylor in
And that's going to lead to a 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
On the give, it's Tracy. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Dart. Trying to set that screen up, but it's knocked away. And it's incomplete.
This is one of those things that rookie quarterbacks just really struggle with early on in the NFL. If you just stare down your primary read, you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble. So continue to work through your progressions, take what's there, find the open receiver, and with more reps, this is something that you have to imagine he's going to really improve.
20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Giants.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A carry here for Tracy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. Gano on to add the extra point. And he misses the extra point. It's no good. That is his 2nd miss of the year. And the score stays right where it is. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Duvernay on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Past the 45. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. They finally track him down, but what a run as they'll mark it at the 10-yard line. So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal.
Down and goal to go.
Here's Williams. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the 1st.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Throwing, Dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That screen goes for 12. And that's a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big-time play out of the G-Men. 38 yards. So after 1, it's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Giants football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for 1st down, 1st and goal.
That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and goal, Giants.
Motion man is Hyatt. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. Oh, big hole left side. He's to the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. Waffle throw there, back across the field, but it's still a completion. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one, and he's got his team a first down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. They try to throw again. Here's Williams. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
That's another Bears first down.
Give up the middle with Swift. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Abdul Carter there to bring him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That complete to Swift. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's a give left side. This is Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9.
18-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? They'll try to run for it. It's Swift, and he is going to have a Bears first down by about 3 yards. They wind up getting 7 on that 3rd and 4.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Williams. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try to run with Swift. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will tie this game up here late in the first half.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppers with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
19 light.
On first and 10, here is Dart. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second, as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Let's go now. Nike 18. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
It is third and long.
Panther 60. Panther.
Motion man is Hyatt.
19. 79 Broncos.
Third and long, and Dart is going to throw. Moving to his left. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Duvernay to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That one incomplete.
I think now we're starting to see this defense start to make some adjustments. We saw him give up a few plays earlier in the game, especially to this back. So he's someone they have to understand. He's not just going to hurt you on the ground. He also is a threat in the passing game. So nice job there making some adjustments on the back end, and they forced the incomplete.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
On first down, Dart rolling right. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Now, Dart. Moving outside the pocket. Off he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Safe kick taken at the 5. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. First and goal coming up. From the 1-yard line. First down and goal. Dart going to keep this on a zone read. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
A 4-yard loss on the play. Second and
Dart
goal.
going to throw here on second down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Third and goal.
They'll run. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up fourth down.
It's now fourth and goal.
Neighbors in motion.
Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. A run here with Swift. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That's quickly into the hands of Odunze on the RPO. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. And even 30 yards. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They will run it over center with Swift. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down, Chicago.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. He'll swing this out to Swift. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
26-yard line.
To throw is Williams. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, New York. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great head heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
This one taken at the 7. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Jamin Davis there to make the play. From the 46. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 46-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. Open man downfield is Loveland. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Bears first down. Operating from the shotgun. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. It's the safety, Darnell Savage. And he's going to set his guys up well. Nice return. The offense is going to have it just past the 40-yard line.
Their own 41-yard line.
They'll run with Tracy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
And the Giants first down. A gain of 15. And the Giants
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take it back to the other side of midfield.
a loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. Forced out wide. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll swing this out wide to Tracy. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Giants first down.
So we are through 3.
1st and 10 at the
Back with more
29-yard line.
after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run to start the 4th quarter, and here's Tracy. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. He'll get the first down inside the 15. And he will score again. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. And number 12 on the year.
Makes the score Giants.
Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's a short one caught by Loveland. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup.
On the give, it's Swift. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Giants' 41-yard line.
On the give, here's Swift. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. We'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Williams. Flush to his right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
And he'll indeed pick up a Bears first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on that 4th and inches.
33-yard line.
Now Williams. He'll let one go down the middle. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the give, it's Tracy. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
8. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. A carry here for Tracy. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up 4th down. They'll go, and here's Dart. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he will have a Giants first down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long. They'll drop to throw. He'll look underneath here for Tracy.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big, explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboot. Guarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. A big play for the Giants. It's a gain of 34. Right back to Scatterboot on first down, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
So a road win here for the Giants. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy out there as they continue their winning ways. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.